to that Good Experience podcast,
where related minds
talk about related topics.
And we all just happen to be related. Buckle up, this is going to be a good one.
We've got that good
experience
podcast. And that's how we do it on the Good. That's what we're going to do. We're going to vibe. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of We Got the Good Experience podcast. And as always, I am Marcus Moses. And this thing does not leave, does not take off, does not start, does not go. Don't do nothing without my cousin co-host, Kimberly. How you doing?
Marcus, darling. How are we today? And how's the good family today?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're vibing like we are. And of course, also, this doesn't work without my cousin co-host, Byron Beano Brown. What's going on, man?
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Kimmy? Let's get this party started.
Absolutely. You heard the music. That was Boyz II Men with Vibin from their second studio album entitled 2. That was their fifth release called Vibin, and it sets the stage for today's episode. That's exactly what we're doing. We're playing the songs that we like to vibe to, and there's a little bit of extra kick to it. Oh, Byron challenged us to do something a little different. He said, like, hey guys, let's do an episode where we vibe to music from the different genres. So we've got 5 songs from 5 different genres that we all vibe to, and we're just gonna have fun with it, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get it started, as always, we gotta do our good segment. So without further ado, Byron, what's up first?
All right, Marcus, I'll tell you what's good in my world, and hopefully everyone's world, and that's the Rewind Radio Network. That's my radio affiliate, and it is now featured on iHeart Radio. That's right. So worldwide, everywhere you can catch the Rewind Radio Network, which is your home for classic hip-hop, R&B, and Gen X radio. My show, the B-Note Sound Lounge, can be heard every Wednesday night on the Rewind Radio Network at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can access the Rewind either through the iHeart app or through the Rewind app, which is downloadable on all Android and iOS affiliates, Apple affiliates. Or you can go to rewindradio.com. That's rewind with 2 E's, radio.com, to access the live link, as well as check out what we got going on. So that's what's good in my world. What's good with you, Kimmy?
I'll tell you what's good. Guess who's back? The Upshaws on Netflix, season 2. If you watched season 1, you know there was a big cliffhanger at the end of that one. So be sure to watch season 2 of The Upshaws now on Netflix. Also, today of all days is International Reggae Day. So yes, Marcus. So let's celebrate all the greats in reggae. For instance, Bob Marley, Buju Banton, Shaggy, Shaba, Sister Nancy, Don Penn, and so many others. I can't name them all because we'd be here all day. So again, let's celebrate International Reggae Day. And what's good in your world, Marcus?
What's good in mine is that this is a family-oriented show, and I can't say what I want to say. But anyway, what's good on my end? Hey, there's talk out there, ladies and gentlemen, that there'll be a versus between none other than Chris Brown and Usher. Now, Usher just published another Tiny Desk Library video yesterday, and it is banging. You can check that out on YouTube. And there's a lot of talk about this one, ladies and gentlemen. Who wins this one? A lot of people saying that, Usher's got the solid catalog. And others are saying that Chris Brown, he's definitely got a catalog. So it would definitely probably be one of the biggest verses ever to appear. So the negotiations are still ongoing. Both artists are definitely down for the cause. And so we'll just be keeping an ear to the floor and see what happens with that. And speaking of verses, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming off the heels of probably, I'm not afraid to say it, probably one of the worst verses we've ever witnessed.
Go ahead and say it.
Absolutely worse. It
Hot
was a dumpster fire of hot crap.
Hot.
Now, if you've been on the rock, we're talking about the verses with Omarion versus Mario. There was a lot of backlash. A lot of the Twitter family, went crazy about how bad Omarion sounded. They had an excuse for everything, but I mean, to say the least, it was not the best work done by either. So,
but shout out to Mario. He did sound.
Yeah, Mario handled this thing. I think they should have
just sounded better. He sounded good.
They should have just kept it simple, not all of the hijinks. Anything with Ray J. I mean, Ray J didn't need to be a part of it.
He didn't even need to.
Yeah, so they just should have just kept it simple and had just the two come out and do their thing, and it's a mess.
Hot mess.
It was definitely a mess, but hopefully we can probably bounce back. I think definitely Usher versus Chris Brown would definitely be a huge bounce back from that one, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully they can make that happen. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get right into it again. We are vibing. This is our vibing episode, the songs that we like to vibe to. And like I said, Byron made it a little bit more challenging for us. He said we're going to vibe to 5 different songs from 5 different genres. And I don't think there's nothing to it but to do it. What do you think, guys?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. So nothing to it but to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is our vibing episode. Where we starting first, Kim?
Well, since it is International Reggae Day, let's start with what you would consider reggae fusion, because that's what it said. We'll start with Maxi Priest, Close to You.
Every time your body's next to mine, something deep inside of me wants to love you endlessly. When you touch, girl, you don't know how it makes me feel. I just can't believe it's real. I can't believe it's real.
Yes. That was Close to You by Canadian-born reggae soul artist Maxi Priest. This reached number 1 on the Hot 100, number 2 on the R&B and hip-hop charts, number 12 on the dance charts. Close to You used a beat popularized by the group Soul to Soul, appeared on many songs of that era. The beat is a derivative of the 1987 Eric B. and Rakim track Paid in Full, which sampled the bass line from Don't Go Any Further by Dennis Edwards and Sierra Garrett. And it's just one of those songs that you just groove to. It's just awesome. Maxi Priest also had a follow-up hit with Your Body Can't Lie to Me. I don't think it was quite as successful as this one, but this is definitely a song that you want to have in your playlist to groove to. What do you guys think?
A definite banger. You wouldn't think it would be considered reggae fusion, but you do kind of hear it in there.
Yeah, I think the only reason why it falls under reggae is because Maxi Priest was a reggae artist, but this is, to me, was more of like a R&B, R&B jam. But I love this song. It takes me back to living out in San Diego back in the 1990. 91 time frame. That was the vibe and sound going on at that time frame. So yeah, I love that song.
How long did you live in San Diego?
Yeah,
just a year.
Okay.
Just a year and a month or so, I say. Just over a year.
Yeah. Wonder where Maxi Priest is now. If anybody knows, let us know, because we could definitely use a refresher or something or another from those guys. Matter of fact, it's crazy talking about reggae fusion. I did not know Snow. You guys remember Snow, don't you?
Oh yeah, from Canada.
Yeah.
White,
I had no idea.
Artist, he's white guy.
Exactly. But I had no idea he had gotten kicked out of the United States. in Japan. You know,
Early
just
on,
don't know why.
early on. That's why
Yeah.
That's why we haven't heard anything from him since that first release, because he got into some type of trouble. I can't remember exactly what he did, but yeah, he's banned. He couldn't enter the United States, and so voila, no more music from him here in the States. But
Wow.
he's been going strong, of course, in Canada and everywhere else. But we just never heard back from him here.
Yeah, absolutely,
He had
absolutely.
flow.
Oh, he really did. He really did. That's what disappointing. You know, I always wondered why we hadn't heard anything else from him. But hey, needless to say, we'll see what happens in the future. But in the meantime, what's next, Kim?
Now, I have a question.
Sure, go
Originally,
ahead.
you had Buju Banton on your list.
You know what? I
What
wasn't
was
even gonna say nothing about that.
what was the name of the song, Marcus?
The name of the song was "Wanna Be Loved."
And what made you replace that with Maxi Priest?
Well, the same reason why I wanted to save that one for the reggae episode that we're gonna do at some point. So
Honestly,
I
I
thought
wish
Maxi
I
Priest.
had known today was National Reggae Day because we might have made some changes, but that's all good. I didn't find out till today anyway.
But yeah, definitely once we do that reggae episode, you know, don't worry, I've got something for everybody.
But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play it. How about that?
All right, play it, Kim.
What up? I want to play it, Kim.
The mistress of sound.
Someone who is always near to hold me. Show me you care up front and boldly. Don't shun my feelings or the positive meanings of me morning, noon, all seasons. I wanna be loved, not for who you think I am, not what you want me to be. Could you love me for me? Real love, with no strings attached. I wanna give you my heart. Don't wanna, when every who of them stick a push. What about to me? She must be somewhere out there. Now where could she be? Caught up passionately in a love rhapsody. I'm like waiting on some honey, but there ain't no queen bee. Everybody got
Thank you, Kim. I'm sorry for flipping you off earlier.
But
I
on the
wasn't
record,
doing it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
for the record, the Max Priest flows better for this episode. Thank you.
It does. It
It's
does.
still a vibe. It's still a vibe. I still like it.
All
But
right,
I'm gonna put it-
out of all those songs by Buju Banton, what's so special about that one that I'm curious to hear?
Because it's a vibing episode. Because it's a vibing. I mean, it just the whole vibe to this particular song just did something to me. I mean, I can't really explain why I like it. I mean, I didn't have no. I had to explain why I like it.
I'm just curious. He has a huge catalog, and
He
this
does.
is,
He
this
does.
is like
It's
one of those super obscure records, I think.
right.
But
It
that's,
is.
but that's
Till
what we
Shiloh-
do.
That's what we do. That's what we
Yeah, Till Shiloh is probably one of the greatest reggae albums ever. I mean, it's a very rare from like every single song just puts you in a whole different place, man. I love Till Shiloh by Buju Banton. Definitely must have.
do. All right, you heard it here, everybody.
And let's remember for July 1st of next year, that will be our reggae episode, all reggae, all day.
All
Or
right.
International Reggae Day.
Absolutely.
But
So
for
what's next, Kim?
International Reggae Day,
Yes.
we had to at least set that off.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Now what's
So,
next, Kim?
So up next, I have Dawn Penn, one of the classics. No,
Yes,
no,
indeed.
Don't Love Me.
No, no, no. You don't love me, and I know now. No, no, no. You don't love me as I know now. Cause you left me, baby, and I've got no place to go now.
Yes, classic. Took me back. You Don't Love Me, or No, 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 was sung by recording artist Dawn Penn, released as the first single from her first studio album, No, 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 in 1994. The song's lyrics are credited to Penn, Bo Diddley, and Willie Cobbs, and production was handled by Steely and Cleve. Penn had originally recorded a version of Cobb's 1960 song You Don't Love Me in 1967, incorporating elements of its music and lyrics, and it's claimed that Cobb's song was in turn based on Bo Diddley's 1965 song She's Fine, She's Mine. Thus, both are credited as songwriters on Penn's recording. So Penn's 1994 version of the song became a commercial success worldwide in the United States and the United Kingdom.
Yeah, that was a huge banger for reggae that summer of '94.
You go to a reggae club, they got to play this. Got to.
Good video treatment too.
This is by far my favorite reggae song ever. Hands down. I mean, it's probably top 10, one of the greatest of all time as far as reggae music is concerned. She really did a thing. I don't think she did a whole lot afterwards, but I remember the video. I remember being in the Navy, hearing this on the radio station during the little mixes and stuff, not knowing who sang it, not having the access to like Google and stuff like that, trying to figure out who sang this song. But I finally found it. It's just been one of those ones that stayed stuck in my head for the years to come.
Oh, very good. So next up, it's time to switch up the genres. And what should we go to next? How about some Shantae Moore this time?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I just had to include one of my favorite vocal house songs. And actually, this is a remix treatment that Shantae Moore received for This Time, which was the second single released from her sophomore release, her sophomore album, A Love Supreme. This was the single released behind Old School Lovin'. And when it was issued as a single, it was like a B-side or double. Well, I'll just say it was a main single, but Old School Lovin' was also included on that, as well as remixes for that song. But anyway, we're talking about This Time by Shantae Moore, the bomb mix. And this song was remixed by the one and only Godfather of House, Frankie Knuckles. He put a stamp all over this and took the listener on a musical journey unlike any other. I'm telling you, there's so many movements in the song. You have to listen to this full 11-minute long mix of this song that this was a snippet of.
I know, it's a long time.
Long time. But trust me, it will take you away, and before you know it, the song is done. You're not gonna realize it's been 11 minutes. But anyway, what you all think? Is this your first time hearing this version or the song itself?
I think I've heard the song, but not this version.
Okay.
Yes, same here. But one thing is about it, Shantae Moore has one of the most relaxing voices in all of R&B. I think she's very underestimated. She had some pretty nice bangers during her run.
When she first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she really did.
She had her own little lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
She really did. She really did. And so, this is a very nice track right here to kind of add, for as far as like her contribution to the house music genre. It seems like every artist, R&B artist, has some type of house remix to one of their songs.
Yeah, in the 90s, that was huge.
I mean, yeah.
So this one, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Marcus. So I was going to say, so this one was so unexpected because, Love Supreme was out and it was doing its thing. We thought she was going to be traveling along the same veins that she normally stays in, that Summer Breeze, Quiet Storm type of genre that she stays in. But when she flipped it with this became like, I think one of her biggest, or definitely her biggest dance hit. I mean, it did very well on the charts.
Let me ask you a question, Bart. Is there a remix, a dance remix to Now That Love's Taken Over that you know of?
I haven't heard one for that one. No, I haven't heard one for her first, you mean her very first single?
Yeah.
Love's Taken Over. No, I haven't heard anything for that one, but I've heard remixes for other songs that she's done. I think this album marked the start of her dipping into having her stuff remixed like that for the dance floor, because she had Free Sail On as well, which was a mashup of Denise Williams' song as well as Lionel Richie, Commodore Sail On. That one got some heavy rotation on the dance floor as well.
All right. So what's next, Kim?
So time for another transition to some soul, neo soul, R&B type music. And let's start with one of the great blue-eyed soul, Miss Lisa Stanfield.
Yes.
Hear what I'm saying, boy. Let go and be my joy. I have to love you. You can't deny it, baby. We drive each other crazy. You can't deny it, baby. No two people ever felt this way. You can't deny it, baby. We drive each other crazy. You can't deny it, baby. We just got to let it
Oh yeah, you can't deny that was also a banger back in 1989. That was Lisa Stansfield. You Can't Deny It by English singer Lisa Stansfield from her debut solo album Affection, released in 1989. The song was written by Stansfield, Ian Devaney, and Andy Morris, produced by Devaney and Morris, remixed by Gail Scott King and Yvonne Turner. It was released by Arista Records and received positive reviews, music critics, and was commercially successful. It didn't chart or anything, but Lisa Stansfield actually had like a string of hits. This was one of them. The other one was Been Around the World. I think that was her biggest hit. And Byron looking at me crazy. Am I saying something?
It charted. Oh yeah, this did very well on the charts.
It
was number 14 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Okay, it was number 14 on Billboard's Hot 100. Okay.
It did. I mean, it did. Not only that, it was number 26 on the adult contemporaries, number 2 on the dance club charts, number 1 on the hot R&B chart. So it did very well. But what was surprising. I'm sorry, I'll add this also. What was surprising about this one was that it wasn't released in the UK. And, she's from the UK, and they didn't release this as a single there. They released it here in North America instead, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's why Byron Bino Bond is an important asset to this podcast, because I don't know how I missed that. I was looking up the song, and I usually go to like my wiki, and it has all the charts and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, it didn't have the chart listing for the particular song. So you saying it charted at number 14, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And it went to number 1 on the R&B.
All right, so, wonderful.
Yeah,
so I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But needless to say, I mean, above all everything, this was like one of her string of hits. This one, Been Around the World. There was one more. What was the other one?
More Woman.
No. So from this album,
All Woman. That's it. There we go.
That's from the second album. Yeah, that's from the second one. But she had Live Together, which probably wasn't a huge commercial hit here, but I knew it from the clubs. It was a nice little vibe to it. Live Together from this first album. This whole album was great. What Can I Do For You? This Is the Right Time. Actually, This Is the Right Time was the third single behind You Can't Deny It here in the United States that was released. All Woman, like Kimberly said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Change. You remember Change?
Yeah, I remember Change.
Change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that one. Definitely a banger. Must have me in your playlist. And big shout out to Lisa Stansfield. What's next, Kim?
Well, we're going into one of my favorites in R&B kind of jazz feel. And we're going to start with my girl, Layla Hathaway, who can do no damn wrong.
And this is one of my favorites, too.
Yes. So I'm going to play the old version of one of my songs, I'm Coming Back, from one of her first actual album in 1990. And this is Layla Hathaway, I'm Coming Back.
Yeah.
Wanna be there for you through the thick and thin,
Vibe.
Yo,
Honey,
I got a question.
Mhm.
Why
yes.
don't I have that in my playlist?
Honey, you will, but I ain't finished. I ain't finished.
Go.
Number one,
Wow.
let me get started. I'm Coming Back was a 1990 major label debut single by Layla Hathaway, child of the great Donny Hathaway, after signing with Virgin Records. This ballad, written and produced by Gary Taylor, was originally recorded by Vesta freaking Williams for her debut album in 1986. However, she has a version that she released in 2011 for her Where It All Begins album with the great Rochelle Farrell.
Mhm,
Want to hear it?
mhm.
Hear
Yes.
this version. If you like that version, listen to this.
Oh, wanna be there for you, the thick and thin, to the very end. So when you feel the need for love, reach out and call me. I'm gonna be by your side day and night through the rest of my life. So open up your heart for me. I'm coming back for you. Coming back just to give you my love. There's a part of me that lives in you. Oh, I'm coming back, yeah, just to give you my love. Loving you's the best thing I
All right,
Mm.
we need to play the rest of that because Rochelle Farrell would tear the roof out of your mouth right there.
Mhm.
But honey, I see you crying over there, Marcus. Talk to me. Woo, honey.
Woo.
Oh,
How you
whoa,
perfect
whoa,
your
whoa.
own junk? How you perfect your own song?
By
Yo,
bringing Rochelle Farrell into the mix. That's how you do it.
Mm-mm-mm.
that's exactly how you do it. Oh my God, I wish I could hear what it sounded like in my headphones.
Oh my
I mean, it's
gosh.
just like the.
You
Oh
felt
my
it in
God, it
your
just gripped.
spine. You felt it.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I
Mm-mm-mm.
did. I mean, and that was my first time hearing it. I mean, it was just amazing.
I
I
know.
mean, just
Yeah.
the vocals on both of them, and the doo-doo-doo, you know. I mean,
Woohoo.
the
And she
you know, I
slowed it
mean,
down just a little bit.
She just slowed it down just a
yeah,
timber, but it just and plus that doo doo doo
Yep.
yeah.
mm,
That was a banger. And Kim, I gotta apologize to you real quick because when you were setting this up, I'm like, okay, the first one that you played was very solid. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I thought like, okay, it can't get no better. There's no way it could get no better than
Ain't
that.
no way
When
it could
you
get no
set it
better,
up.
right?
Right.
But
Then
no.
Then once I heard, no man, I mean, and
Oh
that's
my
why I
gosh.
like how do you perfect your own jump? And she did it. She sure did it on that one. That was awesome. Oh man.
But
Wow.
the thing is, I was a fan back in the 1990s. I had just got out, well, I was about to graduate from high school and I just fell in love with some Layla Hathaway.
Mm-hmm.
And I already knew this song. But then when I heard the Rochelle Farrell and her mix up, oh my God. It was it just makes your hair stand up on your body.
It does,
Oh my God.
right? Chills.
It-
All
Ooh.
chills.
I'm pretty sure you heard this on WBLS. There's no way during the Quiet Storm, didn't you?
No, did I? No. This is one of those that you had to be like in the mood for some Layla Hathaway and you just looking around and like, oh, Rochelle Farrell, let me hear this. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is one of those. This is
okay.
definitely an obscure album
Mhm.
track, but that album that if you haven't heard, that's her sixth studio album. If you haven't heard it, definitely take a listen to Where It All Begins. It's got a lot of gems on it. But yeah, I had only heard it a couple of times on the Quiet Storm here in the DC area, but I featured it on my show, the B Note Sound Lounge, plugging that. But anyway, but I love both artists. And that's a no-brainer for an instant classic for them to collaborate and bring something special, even more special to this already special
Beautiful
song.
song.
Best's version I love, and Layla took it. Another.
Actually, I need to listen. I probably heard Vesta's version because Vesta, God rest her dead,
Mm.
was she could blow your skull right off your head also. So that's another one. But what was I about to say? I believe how I ran into this song is on our page, the Good Music Experience on Facebook.
Plug it.
Plug it in.
I usually celebrate everyone's birthdays, especially our favorite artists, and I'm looking for all their music. And I think that's how, even before Good, I would do that on my own page. And I think that's how I ran into this song.
Well, I'm glad you ran into it, Kim. I really am. Thank you.
Add it to your playlist.
Already done. Already done. What's next, Kim?
All right. We have one up. Adriana Evans. Seeing is believing.
Every time I hear this song, it takes me back to the days on BET when Planet Groove. What you remember the show Planet Groove with Rachel?
Again, I just miss videos. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this was at the start of the neo soul movement, and she would bring people like Adriana Evans, Erykah Badu, all of these, Michelle Ndegeocello, all of these people in, and they would perform in between the videos and stuff like that. So I always vibe out every time I hear this song. It takes me back. It was released in 1997 from Adriana Evans' self-titled debut studio album, and it was the lead single from that album, and it charted at number 50 on the R&B charts. And she had another single, Love Is All Around, that also peaked at number 65. But just because they stopped at those numbers is not a testament to the quality of the album and quality of the music. You have got to hear her first album, which sets the stage for everything else that was to come. She's one of my favorite neo souls. She has I call it a sunny sound with the flutes and the horns, and it's a bright, sunny sound for neo soul. Most neo souls kind of like dark and sultry like. She's kind of bright and out in the open. What you all think of that?
I absolutely loved it. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to find it on my my Napster now. To be perfectly honest.
Not the Napster.
I know. Every time he says Napster, I'm like, is it 30 years ago?
I'm about to get rid of it because it's kind of. But anyway, this was we are definitely vibing right now. That was a banger.
Yes, we are.
We are definitely vibing, and that song right there definitely just tickled my insides. Just made me feel just all giddy and happy. You saw my facial expressions. That was a nice pick by her, just to say the least, man. I really, really like that one.
Thank you. One of my favorites.
Yeah. What's next, Kim?
Well, what is next? One of my favorites, but I believe this was Marcus's pick, and it is Kindred, the Family Soap.
One of mine too. Hey.
Ooh, baby, you can have it all night, just the way you like it, 'cause you know I like it. Ooh, baby, you're the king of my heart, mine from the get-go, just in case you don't know. What we got is rock solid, 10 toes down. You can't move what's rooted in the ground. Don't knock on the door when the love sounds. You can shake it, but I bet that you can't break it down.
No, you can't break it down, baby.
Can't break it down.
Baby, you can't break it down, baby.
They're always a vibe. They are always a vibe.
I'm so happy they have been
Oh,
consistent all of these years. They've kept it
Mm-hmm.
simple and good music.
yeah, great music indeed. This is from their album, the 2021 album, Auntie and Unc. Oh, I guess it's just I thought I thought that was a pretty cool title, man.
That's
I
cute.
mean,
Yeah.
I like it. I
yeah,
like
Trying to say
it.
we're
yeah,
not old, we're not super young, but we're not old yet. You know, they're in the middle,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
but definitely a banger. Released again last year, 2021. And again, like I said, it's a testament to the type of music that they've put out consistently over the years, especially from their first album. The first single, "Far Away," that came out, thinking back in the '90s, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm
anyway,
trying to think about
2002, I think, right? 2002,
it might have
2003.
been the early
yeah,
2000s. And
it may
my
have been, but yeah,
no, one of my favorites of theirs is I believe it's called "My Heart Belongs."
And one of my favorites is Stars.
That's it. That's the song. That's the
yeah.
song. Stars. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. They are definitely a solid institute as far as like neo soul is concerned. They have really done their thing, really been consistent over the years. I'm not sure if many people appreciate the music like we would, but they definitely bring their own style, their own flavor, and you don't see too many husband and wife group nowadays. But for them to be as consistent as they have doing what they do, oh man, it's just a testament to their genius. It really is. So what's next, Kim?
But I wanted to say
Wait,
something about
go
this song
ahead.
before we go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So one thing I love about this particular song is the live sound that it has. Then it doesn't sound like they're on the stage singing, like you're in a live concert.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it factors into actually the go-go sound here in the DC area. It kind of has like a soft hinge because they've done a lot of go-go stuff. Like they used to do some stuff with Chuck Brown, and they have a very eclectic catalog of music. But yeah, this just takes me to that place in a live dance hall, listening to a band play, like they're up on the stage, just vibing. I like it.
Yeah. Awesome. What's next, Kim?
So we are transitioning into another genre. So let's go into some pop with the king of pop. Who is that?
Michael Jackson.
With "Rock With You," one of my favorite songs.
Man.
When you feel that heat, and we gonna ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night, dance you in the sunlight. I wanna rock with you all night. We gonna rock the night away, and when the groove is dead and gone, yeah, you know that love survives, so we can rock forever.
Oh God. Woo! Yes. Rock With You, Michael Jackson. You know what? That's my favorite song by Michael Jackson. Rock With You. This song was written by Rod Temperton and produced by Quincy Jones. It was first offered to Karen Carpenter while she was working on her first solo album, but she turned it down. Could you imagine Karen Carpenter singing
No,
it?
I cannot. Not even a little bit.
Ooh, well, this song was released in November of 1979, and it just soared. It's from, to me, his best solo album, which is Off the Wall. Can't nobody say anything bad about Off the Wall.
No, you're right. Off the Wall was one of his best albums, but it's better than Thriller?
Yeah, I actually, Thriller was his overall crossover, but eclectically, I mean, sonically, yeah, I think it's better than Thriller. Thriller was a huge selling album, but however, Off the Wall, to me, that album has some jams. I like them both, but to me, Off the Wall, that just does it for me. This song, Rock With You, I see your face, Mark.
I know.
Hit number 1 in the Hot 100. It was number 21 on our adult contemporary chart. It went to number 1 on the Hot Soul single chart. And of course, we know it was a huge hit worldwide. So what you think? What you think?
He made Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller. Yeah, was the second album. Yeah, he did step it up. But like I was
Well,
saying,
you know what? Hold on. I'm not gonna beat you in the head, Barn, because when I think about it, you had this one. Was Lady of My Life on that album too? And that Baby was fabulous. We did. What's the name of that song? I can't help it.
I can't help it. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't stop till you get enough. Rock with you, working day and night, get on the
Oh
floor,
yeah.
off the wall. She's out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Burn this disco
Oh,
out. Yeah, it's got a lot of
you
good.
might be onto something, Mike. You might be onto something, Byron. You might be onto something.
I think what Byron is attesting to is that that was his best R&B album, but he transitioned
Mhm.
with Thriller, and that was his
Okay,
best pop album. So we could say
gotcha.
that. We could say
And I
that.
will yes, and
Yeah,
I will say this: Thriller is the album for anyone who wants to be a pop star. They need to study that album because you know what? You know who got it right? Rihanna. When the good
Mm,
girl gone bad, that was her Thriller. That was her
really?
okay.
really. I think so. Yeah, that was like that was her. That was when she went. But if you listen to it, it's like as if they studied Michael Jackson's album because they had all the elements aligned. They had the rock, they had the R&B, they had the like dance tunes, all of that. And Michael Jackson had an appearance on there with "Don't Stop the Music." So
Mm-hmm.
hey, but
So
yeah.
Beyonce did get it right. Beyonce did get it right.
Okay, so I'm not.
One more time for the hearing impaired. Beyonce did get it right.
I will say this. Okay,
Mm,
so I'm not. I'm not gonna take anything away from Beyonce's talent or anything that she brings to the table. She's super talented. However, in my opinion, Beehive, in my opinion, Beyonce didn't start being the artist that I felt that she needed to be until the last two albums. I thought that she played it too safe every time. Like first album, I was all in, and then everything else is like she took the easy way out and just did like low hanging fruit type of music that anyone could have done, and
mm,
it didn't really bring anything extra. I mean, she was just screaming on the mic, that type of thing. Didn't really feed me like I wanted her to feed me. Like that first album, Crazy in Love, Dangerous in Love. I think whatever the name. I think it was called Dangerous in Love. The first.
dangerously.
Yeah, I
Dangerous.
love that album. I was all the way in, and then when B Day came, I was like, yeah, she had some big hits, but I think what kind of turned me off, I heard an interview with her, and she said, "Oh yeah, took us 2 weeks to record this album, just start writing around beats," and I'm like. But you should be crafting songs from the floor up. Be like Janet and Jimmy Jam, get with the producers. You have this talent. You don't need to do box beats that someone's already made. Create something new and sonic. And I think the last two albums that she's released, she's tapped into that. And she's finally becoming that artist that I can get excited over. I'm enjoying the latest single, Break My Soul by Beyonce. If you haven't heard it, check it out. I'm cautiously standing by to see what comes next. But yeah, to answer your question, Marcus, no.
Okay.
That was an all the way around the world way of saying no. But one more question. I
And
don't want to stay on Beyonce. I really don't.
Right.
But one last question. They keep saying that she's bringing back house. Do you consider Break My Soul house music?
It's a house song. However, I will say this
Okay.
again. If you're going to do house, you need to do house. And with the type of talent that she has, she should have tore it up. And I felt like the song just sounded a little basic. And I love the lyric content. The lyrical content is great, but she didn't take me anywhere with it. And so me being a house connoisseur, house DJ, if you're going to step in that arena, there's a legion of people who are doing it and can outsing Beyonce house style. So that's why I'm saying I'm cautiously standing by. I like the song, but I don't love it. But I appreciate that it is a house song, not a EDM song, not a quote unquote dance song. It's actually a house song. It samples Robin S's "Show Me
Show Me
Love,"
Show
Love.
me love.
which is a genius way of how they did that. But I want more. I'm standing by. I'm optimistic that she will take us a place with this Renaissance album, but we'll see.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the following comments belong to Byron B. Note Brown and Byron B. Note Brown alone. It does
Only.
not yes, and it does not any way, shape, form, or fashion reflect the views of the We Got the Good
Oh
Things Fans
gosh,
podcast.
whatever. This is
Disclaimer.
my opinion, and and I don't care. It's like people need to be open minded to the fact that who they feel as their favorite artist can be substandard to others. So it's what it is.
All right.
But I'm not calling her substandard by no means. Like I said, I'm not taking away from Beyonce's. I'm gonna stop, Kim.
Please. We'll never be able to do another
Kim's
episode.
fault. It's Kim's fault. It's Kim's fault.
No, it's actually mine. It's mine. It's actually mine. I take responsibility for that. Because I said that Beyonce didn't get it right. I said that. I did say that. So
You
it's
said
my
it 3
fault.
times.
Anyway, what's next? Kid? Come on, come on here, come on.
Okay, let me get it together. All right, next up, transitioning again to some soft rock, what they used to play on the radio back in the day. And this is Ambrosia,
All
Biggest
right.
Part of Me.
Got a feeling that forever we are gonna stay together. For me, there's nothing better. You're the biggest part of me. Make a wish, baby, and I will make it come true. Make a list, baby, make a list of the things I'll do for you. Ain't no risk now. Let my love rain down on you, so we can wash away the past, so that we may start anew.
My.
That's a
What?
classic. That's a classic.
Yes, indeed. This song has a lot of it's sentimental value for me because it was released in 1980 and a lot of things happened that summer of 1980. But that being said, during that summer, this song was on heavy play rotation and it just factored into the whole life experience for me. So Biggest Part of Me by the American band Ambrosia can be found on the album 180. It was released in 1980. This single was a #1 hit for them. It's a crowd favorite whenever they perform it. And it was written by band member David Peck. So it will always have a special part in my heart. I love that song. What about you guys?
Who thought that this was a black group?
I know Take Six remade this.
Take
Yes,
Six
they
did
did.
cover it.
They
Yep.
did. They did.
Take Six covered it. Yep.
But I always
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
this song. This song has a lot of soul to it. And again, it's one of those classics that you'll hear. Nowadays, you'll hear it in like the doctor's office, but still, it's still
Or in the elevator.
exactly. But it's still a good song.
You know, when Kim introduced the song. When Kim introduced the song, the soft rock used to like they used to play on the radio, and I'm listening to the song like, no, they don't play this type of music anymore.
Well, this is soft rock, yacht rock. It falls under those two categories. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't really hear it anymore. I mean, just the oldie goldies. I mean, but other than that, as far as like new soft rock, I can't think of anybody, per se.
Tune in to Sirius XM Yacht Rock 311. Hey, that's where you'll hear it.
Gotcha. All right.
Not that we're plugging.
All right. Yeah. Boy, great pick. What's next, Kim?
We're going to continue in the soft rock vein, and we're going to go into some Steve Winwood, While You See a Chance.
Yes, indeed.
When some cold tomorrow finds you, when some sad old dream reminds you how the endless road unwinds you, while you see a chance, take it. Come romance, break it, because it's all on you. Don't you know by now, no one gives you anything? And don't you wonder how you keep on moving? One more day your way. Oh, your way.
Okay, you all can slap both of my hands because I didn't realize what I had done. I had
You picked
chosen
the
two
wrong
songs.
song?
No,
Okay.
I chose two songs from the same, pretty much vein, same genre in a sense, because they were out around the same time. So I'm like, oh, but
We don't
it's all
care.
it's all good. I love
Yeah.
like this takes me back to this song's by Stephen Wood, written by him as well as Will Jennings, and it was released on his album Arc of a Dive, and it peaked at #7 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. And #6 on the Billboard Top 100, which was a different type of chart that they had at the time. Every time I hear this song, I think of being on a mountaintop or somewhere where there's some snow and sun is out and people are just skiing or doing something exhilarating. This song takes me there.
Like a York peppermint patty.
Sonic York peppermint patty. Yes.
Yes, there you go. All right.
Wait, don't. No, I'm gonna let you off the hook. Now, what do you think? Was this the first time hearing that song, Marcus?
It was.
For real?
It was.
No, that's classic rock. That's classic.
But that's like I said, I know Steve Winwood is because
Higher Love.
He had that one. I think he had one with Aretha Franklin. I can't remember the name of it. Did he have one with Aretha Franklin?
I don't remember.
No.
I know Shaka Khan was on Higher Love with him.
Are you thinking about that?
Yeah. Maybe so. But anyway, hey, I think it was solid, man. I mean, if you like what you like, I mean, this is a solid hit. Ashley did well. I like it.
Kill your face.
I'm sorry.
What are your thoughts, Gail? What are your thoughts?
No, it's classic rock. I love all genres. So this is one of those, again, you will hear it in the doctor's office and in the elevator nowadays. And you'll be like, oh, I remember that. And you keep it moving. So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, y'all. You all didn't like the song. Okay, I
like it.
Ooh, Marcus put a thumb down. Ooh.
For real. I'm just joking, man. Go ahead. What's next, Kim?
All right. So, what's your name? Byron. You were saying that you had picked the two songs in the same genre, but I kind of did too. So we're going to transition into the jazz genre. Yeah. So we're going into and going to listen to Harvey Mason, If I Ever Lose This Heaven, featuring Chris Turner. Now, have you ever heard this song before sung by somebody else?
No, I can't say that I don't recognize it to anyone else. Was it restructured by somebody or is it sung the same way?
Well, actually, this was released by Quincy Jones back in 1974. And Leon Ware, Minnie Riperton, and Al Jarreau sang it back then. Harvey Mason is among the most recorded and in-demand drummers and producers of all time now, and he released this in 2014 featuring singer Chris Turner. So this is just a beautiful song. And just so you know, if you don't know Harvey Mason, he's Grammy-nominated session drummer. And he's worked with everyone from Barbara Streisand, James Brown, Herbie Hancock, Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, Usher, Jennifer Hudson, and many, many more.
And he was with Foreplay for years too, I think, isn't he? They used to drum up for Foreplay.
I believe so.
It's a nice pick, Kim. The real jazzy, very nice pick. Very nice pick. I like that. What else you got, Kim?
Thank you. Well, if we're going to stay in the jazz vein real quick, one of me and my daughter's favorites, she actually hit me up to these little youngsters. And this is Masego and FKJ and Tadao.
She got me like, I be like, baby, why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find. Baby, like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way that you do it, and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock them daylight. Like, girl, you so fine.
Yes, what you think?
Masego can do no wrong. He's
I
definitely
love
holding
me
it
some
down.
Masego. I love
Holding
some
it down
Masego.
as a new schooler jazz artist. He is
Little
holding it down.
youngster. So Masego and FKJ, also known as Micah Davis and Vincent Fenton. FKJ actually stands for French Kiwi Juice because he's actually from, his mom is French and his dad is from New Zealand. And they actually meshed up together and made this song back in 2018 and made history when they recorded and released a one-take video for the Infectious Tedao video, which quickly went viral, accumulating over 130 million views on YouTube.
I love this song. This is
Me too.
I do. I mean, I just wish y'all could hear it in my. It's the second time, Kim, you like stimulated my headphones to the point where like I just act out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so wonderful. I mean, this was Masego. You say his name right?
Masego.
He has a song called Yams right now.
Yams. This is other one.
Yams. Yeah. Okay.
That's
yeah,
him.
Okay.
That's
cool.
him.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. So
Add it to your playlist. Go ahead.
I will. No, I'm gonna say real quick before we go any further. If you're listening to us and you made it this far into the podcast, tell us what you think of this vibing episode by going over to our Facebook page. So we've got the Good Experience podcast, and tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about any of our episodes. Okay, we like to hear from you. So again, our Facebook page, we've got the Good Experience podcast on Facebook. Now, what's next, Kim?
Well, we're rounding it out, ended it with some hip hop, and let's go into Timbaland, one of my favorites. And this is Apologize.
I need you like a heart needs a beat. Yeah, I loved you with the fire red. Now it's turning blue. And you say sorry like the angel. Heaven let me think was you. But I'm afraid it's too late to apologize. It's too late. I said it's too late to apologize. It's too late.
Banger.
Got to give a shout out to my boy Johnny P. Man, I would have never heard this song if it wasn't for him. And the only way I heard it was because you remember ringback tones.
Yes.
They still-
No, my God.
No.
Yeah. I used to call his phone all the time just to listen to this song. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop calling him just to listen to the song. I'm trying to figure out who sings it and just put it in my playlist. And so anyway, that was actually originally recorded by One Republic. It's from the original version, was released on their debut album Dreaming Out Loud from 2007. It wasn't until Timbaland remixed the track and it was released as One Republic as featured artist on Timbaland's album Shock Value that it began to receive a lot of attention. Peaked at number 2 in the Hot 100s, 11 weeks at number 3. And the song it speaks for itself. It's just a vibe banger, great lyrics. The only time you hear Timbaland is like in the background. Yeah. I mean,
So technically it's considered pop, but since this is Timbaland's thing, it's hip hop.
Yeah, Timbaland's universal.
Yeah. What you guys think?
I loved it.
That is one of those songs that you hear it and you're just like, yeah, it's too late.
This takes me back to just the album itself. That Shock Value album, that's a classic. I mean, I would put that on a shelf as far as a pop masterpiece because he had a lot of crossover. But yeah.
All right. Where we going now, Kim?
All right. Next up, I believe we have some Outkast and Funky Ride.
Y'all listen to this.
The smoke is in the air. Martellico has got me there. And you wonder why you're high. Well, baby, it's nothing but that sex in your chest that got you feeling kind of crazy. So let your spirits fly and enjoy the ride. Yeah, baby. Let me take you on my funky ride. On a funky ride. All around the world.
Can I
You
ask
like
this
that?
question? Can I ask this question before you
Good.
go, Marcus? So,
Go right ahead.
who do you think was heavily influenced by this song? That's like out right now. That's anybody you can think of right off the top of your brain.
By this song right here.
This song, the sound of the song, maybe they probably drew some influence from it.
Okay, they're pop R&B singer. Which what are they? Male, female?
It's a fusion of two artists that formed a group.
Oh, of Silk Sonic.
Yes.
Oh, I'm like,
Doesn't it sound like something that they would do? Like
because
Yes.
because you can hear Bootsy Collins. It's like a Bootsy Collins type of person in the background. Yeah.
Good observation, Byron. All right, that was Funky Ride by Outkast from their debut album, Southern Playlistic Cadillac Music, released in 1994. It's the only track that doesn't feature a single lyric from Big Boy or Andre 3000, believe it or not. It's actually done by the Dungeon family, who produced a lot of the tracks, and the actual lyrics being sung is that are by Sleepy Brown. The group was comprised of Big Groove, Esperanza, Sleepy Brown, Ray Murray, and Rico Wade. And not only Sleepy Brown, but that bass guitar just does something to you, man. So, I mean, this is one of those songs that if you like to participate in herbal extracurricular activities, this is one of those songs.
I miss Sleepy Brown.
Yeah.
I miss Sleepy Brown. He should have came out with a lot more albums because he was a vibe.
He just had a track. What was it? Last year or year before last? Where CeeLo.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the title of it, but it got a lot of airplay. Like I remember hearing on a Heart and Soul or R&B channels. But he stays in his vein too, because this is his sound. This is like everything he makes is like Superfly. Has that Superfly type of vibe to it.
Yeah.
But it's a vibe.
Absolutely.
It's a vibe,
Yeah, absolutely. This is to the Playlistic Cadillac Music is definitely a classic album. I think, if I'm not mistaken, was it a 5 mic from Vibe? Did it get 5 mics?
The Source.
Source.
Yeah.
Did it get 5 mics? I don't remember. But definitely a classic album and a great song to vibe to, So, I mean, hey, love it. What's next, Kim?
All right, I believe this is the last one. I actually picked something else to be the last song, but I said this is such a vibe, and I thought the song that I picked might have taken us out of this smooth, mellow vibe that we're in. So I decided.
It's something by Prince?
No, it wasn't. I was looking at Prince. Believe me, I was going to change it to a Prince song.
You know what? You were so right. I'm surprised that you didn't have Prince on your list.
I know. But that's all right. We're going to have a Prince episode. It's going to be all Prince every day, all day. Anyway, but I changed it to another classic hip hop song that I believe goes along with the vibe. And that is Bonita Applebum by Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita. Hey Bonita, glad to meet ya. For the cunning stunning you miss, I must beseech ya. Hey, being with you is a top priority. Ain't no need to question the authority. Chairman of the board, the chief of affections. You got minds to sway in your direction. Hey, you're like a hip hop song, you know. Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on.
Classic.
Oh, man.
Classic.
So I shouldn't have to tell you this is from Tribe Called Quest, from People's Instinctive Travels Through the Paths of Rhythm, one of their best albums. And what can I say? These guys are the pinnacle of a totally different vibe in hip hop that I still love to this day. What say you?
This is one of my favorite songs of all time. I mean, point blank, period. You cannot go wrong with the Tribe Called Quest. I mean, they really stand out by themselves. I don't think there's not very many hip hop groups that were able to have a style like they did. Kind of like incorporate the jazz.
I don't want to say that because they were all part of like De La Soul, Jungle Brothers
Native
kind
Tongue.
of vein, Native Tongue.
Yeah,
However, but they were able to take it to another level. I
right,
believe.
and that's why I say what I say. I mean, yeah, that's why I say what I say. You know, they kind of like stuck out a little bit more than those other groups. Not taking nothing from De La Soul, because I love De La Soul as well. It just seemed like Tribe Called Quest just kind of like ascended themselves above that particular group of guys. To me, they did.
Yeah, this was a creative and different type of flow too. That
That's
wasn't
what I
really
love about them.
heard
Yeah.
in hip hop at that time.
And one of the things that we did feature in like a goody goody bag episode where we salute the samples is they would go into the crates and get these jazz samples from out of nowhere from like almost 100 years ago. And you'd be like, damn.
Yeah. So again, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's going to conclude this episode of We Got the Good Experience podcast, our vibing episode. I hope you guys enjoyed vibing with us as much as we enjoyed vibing with each other. Hey guys, what you think?
Great episode.
Excellent episode. I can't believe it's done already. It went by so fast.
Yes.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, guys.
But remember this good music. Remember this good music that we may have introduced you to. Goodness.
By all means, and go and purchase this music. Support the artists. By all means, research these artists and just get to know them a lot better.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, take care of yourselves. This has been We Got the Good podcast. Until next time, guys.
Stay good to each other.
All right, we out.